This is how to enchant weapons and armor in Oblivion Remastered. So it's fairly complicated to do because there isn't many enchantment tables like in Skyrim are strewn across the map. There's only a couple. So what we're going to show you is the Cag Spire DLC building, and yeah, this comes with the game now. Obviously in original Oblivion you had to buy this separately, so this is the actual location of where you need to go. So this is Cag Spire, and it's at the top side of the map closest to Skyrim. So this is the Imperial City here, and it's pretty much right at the top side of the map. So now when you enter this building, you will need to get some candles, and the candles are fairly expensive. Now to actually get inside, you either need to lockpick it or find the key, which is located just at the back of the building. If you go right around the back, you will find this little campsite here. I'll show you exactly where it is on the map, just like right here, and then there's a chest on the floor. Open that chest up and you will find the key for Cag Spire. I said that completely fucked. But yes, pretty much just go into the actual building after you've taken this key, and there will be some sort of like puzzle. All you need to do is actually stand on one of the little pedestals and it will open the main door. So you just want to run all the way back up here. So this is just a bit of a guide of where I actually find the key, just in case you don't have any good lock picking. So just open it up and then you'll enter the main room and you will get given this quest. So you want to pretty much pick up this book that's located on this little ice hand here. And this will continue in the quest, and then you can actually buy these candles for the enchantment table. Now on the little pedestals right beside you, you just want to stand on this one here in the far right corner, and it will open up the main door. And then right at the back of the main door, up some stairs, you will actually find the enchanting table. So I'll show you exactly where you need to go. So this is the main room here. You just want to go right to the back here and climb all these like little stairwell. And yeah, there's an enchanting table and a spell making table. So this is the table here. And as you see, when you click at it, you need some candles. Now, you need 3,000 gold for each candle. And you only need one set of candles for the actual enchantment table. But if you get 2 candles, you can actually use them on the spell creating table. So you just want to speak to this lady here at Mystic Emporium. And she will sell all of the items for this building. But mainly the actual candles themselves. So you do need just over 3,000 gold to buy a single box of candles, which is kind of expensive. But this is how you actually get the enchantment table as early as possible. So just make sure you got some gold saved up and sell some items just so you can grab these candles. You can also purchase soul gems from the same vendor, so you can actually put enchantments on said items. So in any of the mages guild across all of the Oblivion map, you can actually find soul gems inside of the traders. So this is one example. So you just want to come to this mages guild located in this city here. You can also pick up any of these soul gems that are in these cases here. So if you've got a good lot bit, you can actually open these up and rob the actual soul gems. There's some located just on the table. Make sure you do that at night time. You want to go for grand soul gems because they will give you the best power for the enchanted weapon. So this guy here will actually sell them, so you can actually get the weaker soul gems and also the grand soul gems. So obviously the grand ones being the best and then the petty ones being the weakest. So yeah, you can actually buy them here and they're fairly cheap. So, and also the descendant sigil stone or the sigil stones that you get from the Oblivion gates, these can enchant your weapons with already given enchantments on these sigil stones. So as you can see, these have 2 enchantments on the sigil stone, and then you can obviously click an item in your inventory and enchant it this way, so you don't have to use any enchanting table. So that's a fairly easy way to do it. All you need to do is complete at the actual Oblivion gate and take the sigil stone right at the end, which you will get from the actual main quest. So that's how you get the sigil stone enchantments. So that's if you don't want to use an actual enchantment table. As you can see now, this HUD is enchanted, and you can also rename them. So these are some locations of where Oblivion gates can be located. So you just will need to complete them and then grab the sigil stone right at the end of the Oblivion gate. Now that you've got your candles and your actual soul gems, all you need to do is go to the enchantment table, put the candles down, and actually start enchanting your weapons. So all you need to do is actually click on any item you like to enchant. So this is weapons and actual armor pieces. So we're actually going to choose this bow here. Now you want to click onto the second tab and choose the type of soul gem. So like I said previously, it will tell you which soul gem's the best. So greatest being the best one and then petty being the weakest. And then choose a spell that you can put on the weapon. So depending on what spells your actual player character has, this will be included in the effects. So you could have every spell in the game and all the effects will be on there. So as you can see in the bottom right corner here, you've got a bolt of lightning, a candle, and then a coin. So a basic run through is the lightning bolt is the available power for the soul that you use in the soul gem. So obviously a petty soul will only give you 15 lightning bolts, and then a great will give you 60. And then obviously for the candle pretty much means every single strike you get with that weapon while it's enchanted means how quick it will deplete. So if you have 42 candles, then that means it'll take 42 hits until that weapon is depleted. Now for the last one coin, it's fairly simple. It just means how much it's going to cost to enchant said weapon. So that's pretty much it on what those mean on the bottom right corner. I'm assuming that's what they mean anyway. So yeah, obviously when you enchant the weapon, you can choose the duration, the area, and the magnitude. So you can decide on how powerful you want it. And then obviously the AoE effects of it as well. So we're going to enchant it, and you can also enchant it with 2 spells, or if not more. So we've enchanted it with 2 spells here, absorb health on strike and fire damage on strike. So you can actually enchant the weapon with 2 different actual spells, or I think you can even enchant it even more, and then also name the weapon. So we're just going to call it Firebow, and then click the enchantment logo right in the bottom right corner. As you can see now, this bow is now a Firebow that also absorbs health on hit. So it's a pretty nice little weapon. So that's how you enchant weapons, and like I said, you can also use Sigil Stone. So if you go to your actual spells, it will pretty much show you what spells you can actually put on your enchantments. So these are the spells that my play character has here, and then obviously when you enchant your weapon, you will be able to use these spells on the enchanted weapon. So the more spells you have, the more enchantments you have. So yeah, that's pretty much how you enchant weapons in Oblivion. It's fairly simple to do, but it's quite hard to get an enchanting table because it's somewhat rare to come by. So that's how you enchant weapons. I hope this guide helped you out. Adios, motherfuckers.